Mr. President, I take this time to speak in strong support of the immigration bill that is currently on the floor of the Senate. First and foremost, we need an immigration system that's fair. We are a nation of immigrants. My grandparents came to this country seeking a new life for their family. Our story is similar to the story of millions of other families in this country. Immigration is very important for our country. It's important for our economy. We need highly skilled workers who innovate, create, and move our country forward. And all of our workers should be protected under our laws, and not just some. We also need strong border security. We need to know who's coming into this country, and we must make sure that we have a legal system that protects the homeland. So we need a balance. For immigration reform, we need a balance between border security and lawful employment, and a pathway to citizenship and the ability to lawfully remain in this country for those who are currently undocumented. And the legislation before us creates that balance. And I want to compliment my colleagues on both sides of the aisle that have brought forward this package. It's not what any one of us would have written, but it does balance the security of our country, the border security, and a lawful system for employment with the realities of 11 million people currently living in the shadows who will have an opportunity to remain in this country in a lawful way, to be able to work, and ultimately to become citizens of America. But those individuals have to earn their way. They have to pay taxes, they have to learn English, they have to be law-abiding, and they cannot break into the line. They have to go at the end of the line. So this is a fair bill. It's a bill that, at long last, fixes the broken system that we have in this country. Over the past months, I've held a number of immigration roundtables throughout the state of Maryland. At the Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Service in Baltimore, we discussed the importance of streamlining the process in refugee and asylum cases and eliminating barriers to family reunification. We discussed the need for strong provisions to prevent human trafficking and to make sure that the U.S. labor protections apply to all immigrant workers. We talked about making sure we have a realistic 10-year pathway to citizenship that can be both started and finished in a workable manner by undocumented immigrants. All of those issues have been addressed in the bipartisan bill that is currently before the United States Senate. I held a similar discussion at Castleton, Maryland, in Hyattsville. We discussed the DREAM Act, recently approved by the voters of Maryland, and the DREAM Act provisions that are pending in the bill before the Senate. The group stressed the importance of family reunification and the need to create a workable pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. We discussed the need to clear up and eliminate the backlog of legal immigrants waiting in the system so that the undocumented immigrants don't have to jump ahead in line. And Mr. President, that's what this bill does. It provides the resources so that we can process those that are currently in the system in a fair manner. It's in the best interest of this country and the best interest of those who are currently caught in this backlog. And the bill provides for an orderly way to consider legal immigration and to deal with those who are currently undocumented as they come into our system. These roundtables were important for me to hear directly from Marylanders that are affected by the immigration policy decisions we make in the Senate. Maryland, as well as the United States, has a long and proud tradition of welcoming immigrants, and our nation is truly a nation of immigrants. According to the Immigration Policy Center and the U.S. Census Bureau statistics, foreign-born immigrants make up roughly 1 out of 7 Marylanders, 14% of our population. More than a quarter of Maryland scientists were foreign-born, as were roughly 1/5 of our healthcare practitioners, mathematicians, and computer specialists. And according to the Migration Policy Institute, the number of immigrants in Maryland with college degree increased nearly 70% between 2000 and 2011. My point here, Mr. President, is that immigrants contribute to the growth of America. They help us develop the innovation of tomorrow that will create the jobs of tomorrow. They help solve the problems that we have today. They help our economy grow. That's what has made America strong. According to the Urban Institute, immigrant households paid nearly 1/5, or $4 billion of all taxes collected in Maryland, including federal income taxes, Social Security, Medicare taxes, state income, sales, and auto taxes, and local property taxes, income, sales, auto, and utility taxes. So I hope that we can keep these facts and statistics in mind as we enter into this historic debate on how to overhaul our nation's immigration laws. We should avoid stereotyping and generalizations in this debate.